Ah, crap. Okay, so this is a dreaded error code transmission failsafe program. So basically the car is now in limp mode. I'm now in my 520i, the silver E39. Time now is 10:28. So what I've done is I've given our pro mileage hotline a call, asked them to dispatch a tow truck here. It's 10:28. Luckily right now I am in the comforts of home, so just go back inside and wait for the tow truck to arrive. Okay, so I've moved the car outside in anticipation for the tow truck to come, and this is the spot it has been parked for the last few days. No leaks, no sign of any fluid leaks there, so that's good. But I did discover this, about a couple of weeks ago. A couple of days ago, after it was raining, I found that right under the car, okay, you see here, there's a patch of water. Now this spot here, well, usually that's not the cause for alarm because that's where the aircon water flows out. But the thing is that the car before that was not started for at least 2 days, so there's no way that much of aircon water could be flowing out that quickly. So I looked up here and checked this out. You see this, all these rubbers here, it's cracking. So what you can see here is that water very easily seeps inside here. This firewall area is where a lot of the car's electronics run. So that's something that you don't want water to run through too much of the electronic components, the circuit boards. And I know for a fact that the transmission control unit, for example, is mounted somewhere in here. All right, tow truck is here. All right, so 11:52, tow truck is here. Now, well, to drive this car up the flatbed. So I got the car on the flatbed on its own power. This time around, I'm not sending it to my regular site because I checked in with him. He wasn't feeling too well. I'm going to bring it to a new place recommended by another friend. Okay, so as shown earlier, my 520i is in the workshop, and yesterday in the afternoon the workshop updated me. They found 2 fault codes in the OBD. First was a wheel speed sensor error, and this is something that I've dealt with before. I'm aware that the front right wheel speed sensor is a bit wonky, so off and on I do get the ABS warning light flashing in the car. It was something that I was planning to address in the next service. The other fault code mentions an issue with the valve actuator body, which then leads to the transmission failsafe program warning light coming out. So here's something that the foreman of the workshop told me. He recommends to replace the wheel speed sensor first, because there is a possibility that the wheel speed sensor could have triggered the transmission warning light. Because the E39 is when BMW introduced CAN bus electronics. So all the various parts electronics of the car are part of one integrated architecture. One fault code can trigger another and cause the car to go into safe mode. In his experience, he has dealt with an F30 330E that had the same problem, wheel speed sensor fault, and the car was frozen, cannot be driven. You see, if you are wondering what the wheel speed sensor is for, it's basically to detect, well, how fast your wheel is going, and that would trigger the ABS as well as ESC. That is the basic function of the wheel speed sensor. So any car, right, as long as you have ABS, you have a wheel speed sensor, and your wheel speed sensor, it detects whether your wheels are locking up or whether your wheels are suddenly spinning too fast. So that's the whole point of the wheel speed sensor. Right now, actually, my elder daughter is having her online class, and while my wife is sitting with her, I am having to babysit the younger one. So I'm taking this opportunity to head out for a while with my younger kid at the back seat to Bavarian Auto to pick up the wiper arm cover, which I showed you was broken, right, was breaking up, and in need of replacement. I was actually trying to do it on DIY basis at home, right, slowly taking it apart. Got it loosened up. Oh, chibai! But well, because of the transmission warning, I decided, okay, fine, you know, I'm going to send it to the workshop anyways. Let's just get it done through. Yes. Okay. Why? What you want? What's the matter? This spare parts dealer that I'm dealing with, Bavarian Auto, they are very reputable. I've already paid for it, right? Transferred the money to them, and they now have a strict protocol. Because of the ongoing pandemic, you can't go into the shop. They have to bring the things out to you. Hi, Ruben. Bro, I ordered a wiper arm cover. Bro, can you help me put in the boot because my kid is in the car Yes? Why? What's the matter? So the staff is loading the thing into the boot for me. Wait, hang on. Okay. Wait. Sudah. I just picked up the wiper arm cover from Bavarian Auto. I come and drop it over to you. But I am not coming down from the car because my daughter is with me inside. So yes, I open the boot, then you take it out from me Can, thanks bye bye. Right, so I'm at the vicinity. Alright, so I'm now at the workshop. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can sneak in and check in on my car or not. Hey Hoa, I am here already. I opened the boot ready. You can just take it straight from the boot out. Hey, can I drive in and have a look at my car? Bro, that small bag there, inside there got one bulb. Can you please take out?
This one also?
Yeah. That one is the side cover, but there's a bulb inside there.
Yeah.
You take out and put aside can because that one used for another car one.
Okay. So the bulb I will put back.
Thank you.
Okay. So I put here.
Thanks. Put it aside there Can I drive in and look at the car? Okay, looks okay. So basically you just do the OBD diagnostic only Okay, Ken. Sensor you got the stock You got the stock So you're okay, Ken. So you change by today or what? Okay no problem. No problem, no rush. You can take your time. Because I got spare car at home, so it's fine. Yes. Okay Ken. Thanks Ho. Okay, anything you call me? Okay, bye bye. So now just wait for the next update. Okay, so it was Tuesday. I towed the car in. Today is Saturday as I record. This car is still in the workshop, but latest update from them is that they did the diagnostic and they seem to find nothing wrong with the transmission, even though it says transmission failsafe program. But what they have done is that they have also looked at the wheel speed sensor, and they replaced the wheel speed sensor and found that the error code is still there, so there's not an issue with the wheel speed sensor itself. But what they have traced it further is that they seem to have narrowed down there is an issue with the ASC module, active stability control or traction control. Now, the E39, when it was new, came with a choice between ASC traction control, which is the standard offering, or DSC dynamic stability control, which is the cost option upgrade. Now, many of the later models came with DSC, mine being a 520i lower spec car was spec'd with only ASC. Now, the thing is that the DSC module at this point in time is relatively common because most of the used part dealers out there, they bring in half cuts of relatively higher spec cars, and most of these come with the DSC module. ASC module at this moment, they are a bit rare, and getting a brand new original one is going to be very, very costly. So what they're trying to do now is to open up the module and see if it can be repaired. That's going to cost me a pretty penny, but nowhere near as expensive as it would be if there was indeed an issue with the transmission. That would have been a bigger bomb altogether. Alright, so I'll update you guys with regards to the car after it comes out from the workshop. That will be a separate video, but the purpose of this video, however, is to illustrate an example to you guys on how the pandemic has changed the way we do things, the way we conduct businesses, the way we handle our interactions with other people with minimal physical contact as much as possible. This visit to the workshop, I had the car towed to the workshop. Thankfully, got Evo Club Insurance to send a tow truck to us. Called at 10:30, car reached the workshop 2 hours later, so we're happy with that. I also observed the driver of this particular tow truck was also very compliant with SOPs. He has his mask up all times, good physical distancing, very comfortable dealing with him. In fact, I've spoken to him. I told him that, you know, when my car is done, I want him to go to the workshop and pick the car up and send it back to me. So that's being arranged. I asked him to give me a price and said, once the car is going to be done, I'll pay you. You just go and pick the car up from the workshop. That one, no choice. That one insurance cannot cover. All right. But I think that's the way forward, right? I think all of us should have that self-awareness. Businesses also should learn to practice this these protocols whereby to limit physical contact between business and customer where possible. Because the bottom line is this: our livelihood needs to restart, the economy needs to restart, but at the same time, we cannot take this virus lightly. Okay, COVID-19, if left unchecked, really does explode, all right, beyond control. So the only way we can keep it under control is that we must learn to control ourselves a bit, and and practice some common sense in our day-to-day interactions with other people. Minimize physical contact, maintain good distancing with others, mask up, sanitize your hands, right? Keep yourselves clean as much as possible. Avoid being in a confined space with other people as much as possible. Okay, so yeah, I mean, the only way forward is that we learn to live with this virus, we learn to adapt to this virus. Otherwise, it's just going to be game over, guys. Plain and simple. Okay, so it is extremely imperative that we all learn to adopt these good practices into our daily lives, you know, for the foreseeable future. And with any luck, this pandemic will run its course sooner rather than later. Okay, so that's it for today's video. If you like my content, kindly help me with the like button and the subscribe button as well. Do check out the channels of my other aurizn team members. Join us at club.evomalaysia.com, where we have a lot of offers and benefits for you guys. Evo Club Insurance, as mentioned earlier, save 40% off your next car insurance. Evo Club Extended Warranty, give you an extra 1 year or 25,000 kilometers. Peace of mind with your car. And now we have the Evo Club Fire Extinguisher, where we are having a pre-order campaign. Usual selling price of this fire extinguisher 220 ringgit for one. We are selling them in a pair for 360 ringgit, and we are only selling them in a pair, so you can keep one in your car and spread the message of safety to your loved ones. All right, so take care guys, stay safe, stay tuned to our next video or live stream, and until then, I'll see you soon. Bye.
Marvelous. Artificial intelligence skin